Have you ever felt your mind spinning like a storm, trapped in endless worries? That's where I found Hiro, a young man from a small Midwest town, staring at a river, lost in his thoughts. He was just like you and me, haunted by past mistakes, anxious about the future. But one day, a whisper about a mysterious Zen master on a distant mountain changed everything. What if one journey could unlock the secret to inner peace? In the next 10 minutes, you'll discover Hiro's incredible story, a life-changing lesson, and a moment that left me speechless. Ready to dive in? Let's go? Meet Hiro, a 25-year-old from a sleepy Ohio town, where golden cornfields stretch under wide, open skies. He worked at the local store, but his mind was never at ease. Every night, he'd lie awake, replaying the day he lost his job, wondering if he'd ever be enough. "Why can't I just let go?" he'd whisper to himself, staring at the ceiling. The townsfolk knew him as the guy with a restless heart, always chasing answers. Then, one chilly evening, over crackling campfire tales, Hiro heard about a Zen master high in the Appalachian Mountains. They said this old sage could calm even the wildest mind. Could it be true? Hiro felt a spark of hope. Maybe this is my chance, he thought, gazing at the stars. But would a simple guy like him find peace on a mountain? Stay with us, something extraordinary is coming. With a worn backpack and a flicker of hope, Hiro left his small Ohio town behind, chasing whispers of a Zen master who could quiet his restless mind. The path to the Appalachian Mountains was no easy road. Rain poured down in sheets, turning the trail into a muddy trap. Hiro's boots sank with every step, his heart heavy with doubt. "What if this is a mistake?" he muttered, wiping rain from his eyes. Halfway up, a swollen stream blocked his way, its current roaring like his own chaotic thoughts. He froze, tempted to turn back. Then, a memory sparked, his father's voice, firm yet warm. "You'll never find yourself if you keep running from fear." Just then, a grizzled villager appeared, leaning on a walking stick. "The Zen master? Just a fairy tale, kid," he scoffed. "Go home before you waste your life." Hiro's resolve wavered, but something deep inside pushed him forward. He took a breath, steadied his shaking hands, and waded into the icy stream. The water tugged at his legs, but he pressed on, step by stubborn step. As he reached the other side, soaked but unbroken, the mountain loomed closer, its peak shrouded in mist. For the first time, Hiro felt a quiet strength stirring within him. He climbed higher, the rain easing as the first rays of sunlight broke through. At the mountain's base, he paused, heart pounding, staring up at the misty summit. Was the Zen master real? Could peace really be waiting up there? Or was this just another dead end? One thing was certain, this journey was about to change everything. Stick around, because what Hiro finds next will leave you speechless. Exhausted but determined, Hiro reached the peak of the Appalachian Mountain, where a hidden garden awaited. Sunlight danced through ancient trees, the air alive with the chirping of birds and the faint scent of lavender. In the center, on a smooth stone, sat the Zen master, an old man with silver hair and eyes that seemed to hold 1,000 unspoken stories. Hiro's heart raced as he approached, his voice trembling. "Master," he said, "my mind is a storm. I've come to find peace. Can you help me?" The master opened his eyes, his smile as calm as a still lake. "Peace isn't found, Hiro," he replied softly. "It's created." He led Hiro to a large stone basin, its surface brimming with crystal-clear water, reflecting the sky above. Beside it lay a small wooden bowl, barely big enough to hold a few sips. "Your task," the master said, his voice steady, "is to empty this basin by pouring its water into this bowl, without spilling a single drop." Hiro blinked, confused. The bowl was tiny, the basin enormous. How could this be possible? But he nodded, eager to prove himself. He began scooping water, carefully at first, his hands steady. But the bowl filled quickly, and water spilled over the edges. He tried again, faster this time, but the basin seemed as full as ever. Frustration crept in, his old fears bubbling up. "I'm failing again," he muttered, his voice cracking. Memories of lost jobs and sleepless nights flooded his mind. The harder he tried, the more water splashed, and the more his thoughts spiraled. He looked at the master, expecting disappointment, but the old man only watched, his gaze kind and unwavering. Hiro slumped beside the basin, staring at his reflection in the water. "This is impossible," he whispered. The master's voice cut through his despair, gentle but firm. "Is it the basin you're trying to empty, or your mind?" Hiro froze, the words sinking in. Was he missing something bigger? Could this strange task hold the key to silencing his inner storm? Stay with us, because what happens next is nothing short of miraculous. Hiro sat by the stone basin, his hands trembling, water still spilling from the tiny bowl. Despair weighed heavily, his mind a tangle of doubt and frustration. "I can't do this," he whispered, feeling the sting of failure. Then, the Zen master knelt beside him, his voice soft as a breeze. "Hiro, you're fighting the water, but first, you must empty your mind. Let go of your worries, your fears, your need to control." Hiro looked into the master's calm eyes, searching for answers. He took a deep breath, closing his eyes as the master guided him. "Listen to the water," the old man said. "Feel this moment." Hiro focused on the gentle trickle, the cool air, and the rhythm of his breath. Slowly, his racing thoughts quieted, like ripples fading on a pond. He scooped the water again, but this time, he didn't rush. Each movement felt effortless, his mind clear, fully present. Miraculously, the basin began to empty, as if the water responded to his newfound calm. The tiny bowl no longer seemed too small, it was enough. Hiro opened his eyes, stunned. The basin was nearly empty, reflecting the clear sky above. "It's not about the water," he realized, his voice barely a whisper. "It's about letting go." The master nodded, his smile warm. "When you empty your mind, Hiro, you make space for peace." In that moment, Hiro felt a stillness he'd never known, like a weight lifting from his heart. The storm in his mind had calmed. But how would this change his life back in the world below? What did this mean for the restless soul who climbed this mountain? Keep watching. The answer will take your breath away. Hiro descended the mountain, his heart lighter than ever. Back in his Ohio town, the cornfields seemed brighter, the air sweeter. No longer haunted by restless nights, he started anew, working with a calm focus. Inspired, he rallied the townsfolk to build a small meditation garden by the river, a place for anyone seeking peace. "It's not out there," he'd tell them, smiling. "It's in you." Hiro's life wasn't perfect, but he'd found a quiet strength. The storm in his mind was gone, replaced by a stillness that guided him forward. What did this mean for his future? The answer's coming next. Hiro's journey wasn't just a trek up a mountain. It was a path to finding peace within. That stone basin, brimming with water, wasn't the real challenge. It was a mirror of his restless mind. By letting go, Hiro discovered a truth we all crave. True calm comes from living fully in the moment. As he stood by his village's new meditation garden, watching the river flow, he realized peace wasn't a destination. It was a choice he could make every day. Now, think about your own life. In the rush of deadlines, bills, and endless to-do lists, don't we all carry a basin of worries? What if, like Hiro, you could pause, breathe, and let go? Maybe it's in the quiet of a morning coffee, the laughter of a loved one, or a walk under the stars. Where do you find your stillness? This story isn't just Hiro's. It's a reminder for all of us. You don't need a mountain to find peace. It's already inside you, waiting to be uncovered. If Hiro's story moved you, share your moment of calm in the comments below. How do you quiet your mind? Hit that like button if this inspired you, and subscribe for more stories that spark hope and change. Oh, and stick around. Our next video dives into a mind-blowing secret about the human spirit that you won't want to miss. Trust me, it's going to leave you speechless. Let's keep this journey going together.